Hello, hello, hello. Hi friends, hello. All right, I think we're here. I think. Let's get it to skip that. Yes, we're here. Hello friends, hi. Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful and sunny outside. Not a cloud in the sky. I love this time of year. It is like my time of year. I love it so much. And we have had a little bit cooler weather the last couple of days. So I think it's about 80 degrees right now, which is awesome. Perfect. Welcome to another What's New Wednesday, where we get together on a Wednesday in most cases. And I show you kind of up close and in person what is new on the website at laylebymail.com. So we're actually going to be looking at four collections from four or five collections, from Simple Stories that have actually been out for, I don't know, maybe about a month. I have used just one, and I've just barely scratched the surface of one, but there's been so much going on, we haven't had a chance to do What's New Wednesday in a while. Last week we took an in-depth look at the Love is Kind collection from Pretty Little Studio. So today we're going to take a look, take a look at some of those newer collections from Simple Stories. I will tell you, Simple Stories has, oh my gosh, I don't even remember how many more, that they have just announced that I have already ordered that are shipping next month, but that'll be for another day because we don't have those yet. So we will take a look at some Simple Stories collections this evening. If you are looking for anything that I'm showing you, you'll find that at laylebymail.com. You can either go to laylebymail.com, click shop, and then look for the little link that says Simple Stories and see all of their collections there that I carry. Or you can click on What's New. Now you may have to go a couple pages in on the What's New to see the products that I am showing you this evening. So What's New, navy bar on the top of every page on my website. So try to make it super easy for you to find. Let me take a quick look and see who's here. Golly, Nick and I, my husband just got off about an hour-long phone call with our future daughter-in-law, helping her with a resume. She is a teacher. She finished her teaching degree in May of 2025, and she's been substitute teaching since then, and is now kind of really looking for a full-time classroom. So anyhow, just kind of transitioning my mind a little bit from that side of the brain to now a little bit more of the creative artsy side of the brain. Because all of that to say, I don't know if I introduced myself, so just in case I didn't. Hello, I'm Lael Kankar. I have a business called Lael by Mail. We do lots of fun things. I do free classes on Saturday where we are doing creative listing. I manufacture a lot of my own products, and then I also carry other manufacturers' products. So that's what we're going to do tonight, look at some other manufacturers' products. Now that I've said that, let me take a look at the chat and see who's here. Hello, Teresa. Teresa's looking forward to seeing What's New. Hello, Louisa. Paula's Krause from Northern California. Hello, hello. Louisa is sunny Southern California. Hello, Michelle Boothby from Northern California. We've got lots of Californians. Hi, Ms. L. Hello, Wanda from Hot and Humid, Tennessee. Karen, hello, hello. Kathy, hello, good evening. Nice to have you guys, as always. Flora, hi, Flora. Danelle from stormy North Texas. Melissa from Odessa. I would have to say that if you had to take, I would say kind of my core customers. I mean, I have customers all over the world, but I have to say kind of my core customers. I would say Washington, California, Texas. That seems to kind of be that kind of western-ish curve of the U.S. So welcome, friends. Hello, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Queen Bee here. Amanda. Nancy Stone. Hello, Nancy. It sounds like Amanda used some Love is Kind tonight. Oh, very fun. Very fun. Hi, Jolie. Nice to see you. Hi, Carla from Arkansas. Okay, perfect. Amy's here. Hi, Amy. I couldn't remember if Amy was joining us or not. Amy is my right hand and left foot and all the things, right? I couldn't do what I do without her. So welcome, Amy. But Amy will be here with us in the chat. So if you're watching live, you will see her name. It is in blue, and there's like a little wrench next to her. She's an admin on the site. So as I'm showing you things, she will make it really easy and put links for you in the description, or excuse me, in the chat. But you'll also find a link to what's in the description box of the video. We're going to try to make it as easy as you can to find what you might be looking for. Let's see. Louisa. Yeah, Louisa, you never know what goes on with YouTube. Louisa said, hit the like button. It's still showing 0. So I can see more likes than that. But yes, please reminders to hit the like button. That is super, super helpful. That's the way you can give back. Thanks for the reminder, Louisa. Hello, Debbie. Debbie, how are you doing? You had a pretty good injury recently, didn't you? I think so. I hope you're feeling better. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Speaking of injuries, Karen, I hope you're on the mend from yours, because I was telling Nick when you told me what happened, I was telling Nick, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll never believe this. So I hope you are doing better. I think, Karen, you're a little bit more advanced in your recovery than I think Debbie is. But it's funny, you two were one after the other. Hello, Danelle. Oh, no, I think I know it. Yeah. Hello, Patricia. Hi, Cindy with the purple hearts. Mary J. Blige. Oh, Mary J. has a brand new grandbaby today. Congratulations. That's so exciting. Hello, Peggy Cleese from Georgia. This is your first time here. Well, welcome, welcome. Peggy, is this your first time for What's New Wednesday, or is this your first time here by mail on YouTube? Because that's, I'm interested to know that. Hi, Kathy from Phoenix. Melissa said, so excited for your future daughter-in-law. I'm a teacher too. Well, thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Melissa, for being a teacher. Such an important part of our country, our world, right? Our world. Hello, not just us as teachers, but our world. Whatever, you know what I mean. We couldn't do it without, the world could not do it without teachers, right? That's right, your broken pelvis. Oh my gosh, Debbie. I knew it was something pretty good. Yikes. That's I don't know how long it takes to recover from that, but I'm wishing you a quick recovery. So sorry. Hello, Jessie is from Front Royal, Virginia. Debbie, you're enjoying craft time, but not so much pain. Oh, I can only imagine. Hello, Kelly. Nice to see you. Aunt Recreates. Thank you for restocking the Love Bundle. Ordered and can't wait to get it. Yes. The Love is Kind bundle, big bundle. After last week, reordered. It is back in stock, but I think there's only 1 or 2 left. So those kind of have come in and went out very quickly. But I think there's still 1 or 2 left. Carrie, hi, Carrie. Nice to see you. Happy teacher on vacation. Yeah, I bet lots of happy teachers on vacation right now, right? 4 to 12 weeks recovery. Okay. All right. Well, kind of like a broken bone, right? Interesting. Peggy, thank you. It's your first time watching live. You've been binge watching all of the ones that have been done in the past. So nice to have you here live. I think you'll find that it's pretty much the exact same thing. You're just on live versus recorded. Not record, you know what I mean. All right, let's see. Louisa said, Blail, did you return from your trip today? You saw pictures from Facebook or Instagram. You never heard. Okay. Nick and I, my husband and I, did a quick jaunt to Grand Junction, Colorado, last Friday through Monday. So we got back Monday late afternoon. We went to the, oh my gosh, because it's a really long name, Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. And so it is, I'd say it's definitely one of the smaller national parks, probably a less known national park, but it's fairly close to us, about a 4.5 hour drive. So yes, it was beautiful. We had a wonderful time. Thank you. Queen Bee said, I'm dead, Layla. I'm pretty sure I ordered some of the Love is Kind twice. Good thing it's for every day. I will tell you, you're not the only one that orders products twice sometimes. It's just, I think it's, we get excited, right? We get excited, we love it, and we just really love it, and we don't realize when we bought it more than once. So you're right. It is a very good kind of all-purpose collection. So You can use it more than once. I like your train of thought there. Hi Tabitha, nice to see you. All right, friends, I think that we are ready. Oh, Kathy, you're so sweet. I have such a nice summer glow. Well, thank you. Summer is my thing. I mean, I just, yeah, I like summer. I feel much more healthy in the summer. I get a little bit of sun and lots of sunscreen, but just that little bit of sun, I think, does, at least for me personally, a world of difference. All right, friends, let's go. Let's go. See, Queen Bee, look it. You should probably know my name by now, Queen of Double Orders. Debbie Watson said she ordered twice a lot. Judith, hi, Judith. It's so nice to see you here. So nice to see you here. All right, friends, I am going to rotate the camera. We'll turn off the overhead lights, move the lights, and then we'll dive in, okay? Okay, we'll be ready to dive in. What am I doing? There we go. There's our little spinnerooski. Sorry for all the shaking there as we rotate. All right, you guys, I tell you what, it has been, I was saying in an email to someone today, I have been I shouldn't say I should say we have been very much in the new product development mode. But I will show you something, because I'll just show you. They just happen to be sitting on my desk here. Just received my samples for 4 of my new products for my new Christmas collection that's coming out. I haven't even opened them yet. Hold on. I won't show you. I'll just kind of show you the packages. Die cut words. That's the same thing because it's very exciting to have your own collections. I gotta tell you. But there's been so much. I'm in the middle of. We just wrapped up the collection, and it is in production now. The paper and the stickers and the stamps and the die cuts and the oh my. And I'm in the middle of. We're in the middle of. Oh golly, what are we in the middle of? the Q4, the fall holiday season pass, which will go to print in the next probably 2 weeks. The July stamp and die release is all wrapped. We just got done sending samples off to the design team. And then yesterday, Amy and I worked on the stamp and the stamp and die releases well into 2026. So there are a lot of moving parts right now. Lots of moving parts. But okay, look. So that's all I'm going to show you. Just a little sneak. That collection is called Dear December. And you guys, I can't even tell you. My own Christmas collection. So those of you that do the December documented project with me, paper, 4 die cuts, word strip stickers, icon stickers. There's so many fun things in that. Washi and stamps and lots of fun things. So very excited about that. Just a really quick little sneak peek, right? Just a really quick little sneak peek. Okay, so let's dive into what is new that is actually here now. I'm going to start out with the first collection from Simple Stories. It's called Book Fair. All right, so Book Fair is pretty much a school theme. It's pretty much that's the school theme. So as we take a look at it, that is the 12 by 12 sticker, and it will give you a really good feel for the collection. Lots of cute icons, like look the little owl there, the globe, hit the books. So there definitely are things here that could be used for things other than school. You got this, keep dreaming, your fun little pencil. Love that pencil with the little, pluses on the little barrel of the pencil. School supplies and things like that. But it is definitely, a school, leans towards school theme. Not necessarily a book theme, right? But book fair. I think those of us that have always had a passion for books and reading, we remember the book fairs when we were in school, right? And we'd get so excited and you'd want to buy all the books and then buy some of the toys that were in the book fair too, right? All right, so I'm going to show you the a la carte items and then I will show you the big bundle. All right, so 6x8 paper pad. And I have not, other than ordering it, I saw it online when I ordered it, I have not looked at any of this product. So it's always I'm seeing it as you guys see it. Cute back to school. Look at her little cute little worm in the apple there. Now that shelving unit of books, if you're a reader, that could definitely work. And then when you have like the B-sides like that, if you weren't necessarily doing a back to school, your little composition notebook cover there would be cute. That's a nice, just kind of a nice yellow grid. The colored pencils there. So I think what we're going to see as we look at a lot of the, as we look at some of the papers, they will work for lots of different things besides school. Now this one, look how fun that is. Book fair order form. Oh, that's darling. Look at your order today, and you'd want to have like 10 of those, right? Because you'd want to order so many things. Little pencils, ruler, your little plus signs, a nice, my gosh, when you used to use that to like practice your handwriting, your cursive, when we used to have to learn how to do cursive in school, right? Or your printing. Nice floral there in the corner. Little paper airplanes. Ooh, that's a really fun bold stripe. I like that. Your tags, a nice plaid there. Oh my goodness. That is like, that makes you want to like go crazy, doesn't it? With all of the calculus and those things on there, but very fun. Some little school icons, polka dots, and then a few little notes, cards and things there, a plaid, 3x4 cards, and a red composition notebook look, 3x4 cards, and then a stripe. So I think what we saw here, everything on the B side works for, all different kinds of things besides school. And then quite a few of the A side papers as well. So with that, Simple Stories, they're 6x8 paper pads, always have 24 papers. So 2 sheets each of 12 different patterns, but everything is double-sided. So you end up with the first 12 and then again, the second 12. So those are the papers in the 6x8 paper pad. Let's now jump to the bits and pieces. Oops, I forgot to get my trays out ahead of time. Let me just grab those. Oh, I'm going to need lots of trays. Lots of trays, because there's lots of things we're looking at. All right, so start out by looking at the bits and pieces with Book Fair. There are 60 pieces there. Love the color palette in this. Just nice, fun, bright, little smart owl. Every day is a fresh start. A couple of little awards there. That's so fun. That little like card catalog. First day, book smart, glasses, your little edition, flashcards, desk. So many fun things here. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. School zone, glue stick, highlighter, music. So lots of fun things. Definitely these guys are geared towards school. So if school is not, if school's really not your thing that you're documenting, you could certainly pull out lots of the fun little office supplies and craft supplies. Oh my goodness, look at that. Your little school lunch in the tray, right? I'm sure those are chicken sticks and not French fries, right? Because those would have to be like chicken sticks for it to be like a well-balanced meal. Anyhow, oh, so fun. Lots of great things here. And this is one of those, you're old you're old when you recognize that back in school and they'd roll that in because the substitute teacher was there and, they're going to play a video for you to watch because the regular teacher's not there. All right, anyhow, lots of fun little bits and pieces, icons there, cute backpack. If you'd like to see more of those up close, you will find that image on the website, lailbymail.com, with those book fair bits and pieces. So you can kind of take a closer look at all of those. All right, let me just, I am actually going to just quickly try to put these back in their little bag because I would need to have like 12 trays for all of the die cuts or more that we're going to look at. More like probably 16 that we're going to look at today. So let me just do that. Get those little guys in there. Get those guys in there. And so we'll definitely use parts of this collection in a list or two. Maybe one school themed and then maybe one not school themed on one of our Saturday listing sessions, just so we can kind of see how you could use it for both things. All right, so those are the bits and pieces. Then we're moving to the floral bits. Floral bits, I love, love, love. Hello, Shelly Lee. You haven't missed much at all. We're just starting to dive into the first collection, which is Book Fair. Oh, look at, okay, like I said, even though I order online, when I order the collections, I haven't really looked at them, and I just noticed the florals, but there are pencils in the florals. That is such a fun kind of addition. So they're not all that way. They don't all have pencils to them, but a number of them do. Oh, so fun, right? So there are going to be in that floral bits pack 34 pieces, and that will give you kind of a good look at those. But you can see fairly nice scale, right? It fits in the palm of my hand, and some are smaller, some are larger, but varying sizes there. Those are really fun. I love the addition of those pencils. Kind of reminds me, I don't know if you've ever like been somewhere and you needed to put your hair up, get it off your face, and you don't have any kind of hair tie or anything or clip. And so you kind of wind your hair in a knot and then put a pencil through it. Yeah, that's kind of what that reminds me of. All right, next up, we have the journal bits. Journal bits. So there are 46 pieces here. The difference between the journal bits and the bits and pieces in the Simple Stories collections is that in most cases with the journal bits, you have room to do a little bit of writing as opposed to just strictly icons like the bits and pieces. And right off the bat, look at that. I love that little pencil. Hall pass. Please allow fill in the blank to go to the locker, the bathroom, the cafeteria, the computer lab. Remember when you used to have hall passes like that? Little composition book. Those look like the little labels that you see on composition books. Lunch break, school. You have these fun little kind of stapled-ish pieces. School days, first day, look at me, teacher, a couple of different labels there. Tabs. Oh, lots of fun little bits and things in here. Notes. Oh, it's a cute one, isn't it? Look at the school bus. Way to go. Class schedule, due date, library card. Oh, okay. I don't know. This brings back a little bit of PTSD for me. You guys, right? When you'd be taking your test and you had to take your little pencil. This is probably more PTSD associated with like the ACT test or the SAT test where you had to study because like felt like your whole future was on the line, and then you're up early on a Saturday morning using your little pencil to try to answer all those questions in the allotted time. Yeah, stress. Don't have that kind of stress anymore, right? Still stress, but just different kinds of stress. More stress like, oh my goodness, there is a delay in the expected date of one of the products that I have need to launch, right? Different stress, right? All right, then we have the big bits. Always have to make sure to enunciate when I say that. The big bits. So these are the large bits and pieces, but they're called big bits. Here you have 18 pieces and much larger scale than what you see in either the floral bits or the journal bits or the bits and pieces. So, and I'll just pull these out so you can kind of get a feel for the scale. This one is calling my, look at that. That's like a triple Weight Watchers serving a protein in your hand there. But just cute library bookshelf, right? That would be really fun. Ooh, okay. I think one of the lists that we're going to end up doing with this collection is maybe some kind of reading list, and that's how I'll use it. And even like this guy, if you wanted to adapt that for something that was not school related, just take your little scissors and cut off the apple on the top. Smarty. Oh, I love these two, those pencils that we saw on the bottom of one of the papers. A nice little banner. Oh, I used to love these pens, right? Where you could click on the different little thing and it would write in the different color. That's kind of a fun little type of ruler. Ooh, the pull down maps that you had to be really careful because if you pulled them too far, they'd go just like that. And they'd roll right back up. Anyhow, lots of fun pieces in there. 18 pieces, but as you can see, the scale is quite a bit larger on the big bits as opposed to the other die cut packs. All right, so those are all of the a la carte items for book fair. Now let's take a quick look at the big bundle. So if you're not familiar with my big bundles, with many of the collections that I bring in, I don't bring in all of the a la carte items in a collection, but I do bring them in the big bundle. So with the big bundle, you click buy one time instead of lots of different times. My team packages that all together. So when they're pulling orders, it's much easier for them to pick just one big bundle as opposed to separate products. So for all those reasons, you get the big bundle at a 15% discount as opposed if you were buying things a la carte. So the things that are in the big bundle that we've already looked at, the bits and pieces, the journal bits, the floral bits, the big bits, and the 6x8 paper pad. The collection kit that we'll take a look at also has the 12x12 cardstock. That was the first thing that we looked at. So in addition to those things that we saw a la carte that are also included in the big bundle, you have a package of the glossy enamel dots. So 60 enamel dots. You have 5 colors and 3 different sizes of circles in those enamel dots. You have the decorative brads. So the decorative brads, you get that nice, really nice sturdy look of brads without having to have the little pesky prongs on the back. Those are self-adhesive, so you just peel them off and they're a nice, good, strong, sturdy sticker. Epoxy in the center, metal on the outside, so you have those different sizes. And the bottom half of the sheet, those are chipboard pieces, self-adhesive chipboard stickers for you. You have the foam stickers, always one of my favorites when I'm designing classes with simple stories using the foam stickers. So you have 2 6x12 sheets. A total of 46 stickers. So that's the first 6x12, and then on the other side, the second 6x12 sheet. So those are your dimension, right? That gives you the dimension because you have, I don't know, probably about 1/8 of an inch thick foam stickers. You have the chipboard stickers. So these are also self-adhesive, just a little bit less, a little bit more sturdy because they're chipboard, but they're less thick. They're maybe like half the thickness, if that, maybe even a quarter thickness, I don't know, third thickness of the foam stickers. And then you have the collection kit. So the collection kit always has the 12x12 sticker and then 12x12 papers. So let's take a quick look at those. You saw the sticker a la carte, but also it comes in that collection kit. As we dive in, we have so we're going to see larger scaled versions of what we saw in the 6x8 paper pad. So same design, just larger scale. Little paper airplanes. You can tell right off the bat if you didn't already know, I know, because I can tell her style, but the designer that designed this collection is Kelly Bangs, and this is kind of one of her signature papers that you see in most of her collections, those fun little squares. There is our red composition notebook paper on the back side. You have the rulers with little plus signs on the back. The beautiful bookshelves are calculus on the back side there. Really fun array of colored pencils and then a pencil on the back. The kind of line art icons. Beautiful horizontal stripe. I love this one. Something about this with that just kind of vertical stripe in the center. Red plaid on the back. You have your cut apart sheets. So you have the tags, front and back, room on the back to write on. You have the journal elements. So different sizes and different shapes, rectangles and squares. Yellow grid on the back. You have your 3x4 cut aparts. Nice plaid on the back. The 2x2 4x4 cut aparts, so a mixture of your 2x2 squares and your 4x4s with stars on the back side there. And finally, you have your 4x6 cut aparts with our like trapper keeper, right? How many of us remember having the trapper keeper? And then a nice polka dot on the back side. So that wraps up the big bundle. First half of that, we took a look at all the a la carte products, and then we moved into looking at the big bundle. big bundle again is 15% off when you buy that. And those were sold out, and I just added more today. My order from Simple Stories, my reorder is coming tomorrow. So just added more to the website today. All right, let me take a quick look and make sure I didn't miss any questions there. I know Amy is here too. Scantron cards. Shelly, that's exactly what those were. So if I missed anything, any questions, do me a favor and pop your question again into the comments. And if you want to put it in all uppercase, that will help me to see it. All right, the size bits fit nicely. Will that size bits fit nicely in a TN? So Nancy, I missed your question. Apologies when you asked that. So which size? Definitely the journal bits, floral bits, and bits and pieces fit. If your question related to the big bits, it depends. Some will and some won't necessarily. So this is one of the TNs. This is one of my TNs, so it's a standard wide. As we look at a couple of those, let's just take a peek here. So that, at an angle, it definitely would, or you could do something like this and have it span the spread and then cut in the middle. We'll see the same thing for that guy, a little bit longer, although this you could, use along an edge, or something like this you could just cut and only use part of it. That would work as well. Your little guy here, okay. Going back to our idea of doing some kind of reading traveler's notebook, this would make the cutest pocket, right? Add adhesive along the sides and bottom, and then tuck your list right there in the pocket. Everything else is good. Everything else is sized fine to work in the in traveler's notebook. All right, so really, it's just these two that you could either span between 2 pages or trim a little bit. That's a great question. And that varies from collection to collection with Simple Stories on how large their big bits are. Okay, so that is book fair. Let's move on. Let me just get these things out of the way. We'll move on to our next one. The next one we're going to take a look at is going to be pretty sparse. So I'm just going to show you a few things. I have reordered this a number of times, and I think I'm done reordering it, unless I get lots of requests, because I've already had it in and out a number of times. This is Crafty Babe. Crafty Babe, there's kind of an interesting story behind Crafty Babe. It was originally designed for the Simple Stories retreat last year in 2024. So the attendees of that retreat received the Crafty Babe product, and it wasn't a full collection. They built it out after that retreat, but there was a class that everyone got to take with some of the fun Crafty Babe product. And I think they had enough requests and demand to actually turn that into a collection that everyone could purchase. So just kind of a little behind the scenes there. So this is the 12 by 12 sticker. Just if you are documenting any of your crafty endeavors, this is definitely what that is, definitely what the collection is geared toward. And then there are 2 pieces we have, and this is, I'm just showing you, I think, what I have left. So there was a little bit more in the collection, but this was not a full collection. This was, I don't necessarily want to call it a mini collection, but it was, they did not do kind of their full build out of a full collection with Crafty Babe. This, the bits and pieces, 54 pieces. So that'll kind of give you a feel for what's in there, but similar to some of the icons that we saw on that sticker sheet. And not all of it is crafty related, but, definitely, I would say the majority of the pieces in the collection are crafty related. Oh, that is not fun. Lots of, oh, there we go. I'm like, oh, why are those blank? They're not, they've got little tabs on the side. All right, so scissors and tape and different, little things like that. So that will give you a feel. Nice little title there, Crafty Babe. Little jean jacket. That will give you a good feel for the bits and pieces. There are also big bits. So again, the big bits are 21 pieces here. They are much larger versions of the die cuts. So we saw a couple of those in the smaller bits and pieces and in the stickers. Let me just pull a couple of these out for you so you can get a feel for scale. A very large Stanley-ish type cup, mug. Cute little Volkswagen bus. Really, any of these two would work on your traveler's notebook if you are working in a traveler's notebook. All right. So that's Crafty Babe. That's what I'm showing you of Crafty Babe. If you missed out on Crafty Babe and you're like, oh my gosh, Lael, I would really like to have a big bundle or something like that, shoot me an email if I have enough requests to bring the big bundle back. That's certainly something I can do, assuming that Simple Stories still has the collection. All right. Let's see. A big cup. I know, right? It is a big cup. Queen Bee, why does Simple Stories put the designer's name on their kits? Okay, so I think your question is, why don't they put the designer's names on their kits, on any of their collections? And I worked for Simple Stories for 6 years, so I can give you a pretty good idea. And this is just, you know, from my perspective, and working there for 6 years. And some manufacturers do, some manufacturers don't put designers' names on the collections. Simple Stories has only done that one time. And they did that years ago with the Reset Girl. So there was it was a co-brand with the Reset Girl, with Corey Speaker. And it's not to say that that didn't go well and something happened, but that was the one and only time that they have done that. And I think it's just maybe a little bit of a different perspective. If you have a designer's name on your brand, sometimes it can cause a little bit of brand confusion, especially if that designer happens to maybe stop working with you and then down the road start working with another manufacturer. Some manufacturers do, some manufacturers don't. I just know that Simple Stories has only done it once and hasn't done it again. I will also tell you from my perspective, now I can say as a manufacturer, because now I manufacture my own products, I have made the decision not to have the person who designs my products, and there are different designers that I work with, but I don't put their names on my collections. And from my perspective, because my business is me, it's Lael, and my brand is Lael, I think it can get very confusing to have a product that has Lael and then Susie Q, or you know, whoever it is, Jane Doe. I think get a little confusing that way. So I've made the decision that I do not include the designer's name on my products, and I don't claim to design them myself, but I just, you know, it's just different, very talented designers that I work with. Jacqueline, where did you get the mesh bags for scrapbooking? Jacqueline, these are one of my products. These are craft storage pouches. Amy, if you do me a favor and put a link to the craft storage pouches in the chat. Jacqueline, I think I have 5 or 6 different sizes. The ones that I'm using, or that you're showing that you're seeing that I am storing my collections in, that I'm showing you, those are the 1313 craft storage pouches. Super, super nice quality, but don't take my word for it. People will tell you that they love them. Yes, we've sold many, 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 many of them. Let's see. Queen Bee said that is understanding as well. However, you come up with the ideas and thoughts, and then the design team helps it come to flourish. Exactly, right? Yes. I will art direct, right? I'll say, this is the theme. This is what I want. This is how many products. This is the color palette. And then the designers I work with then come back to me with a storyboard. Kind of, here's the direction that I'm thinking I want to go. Like, what do you think? And sometimes at that storyboard step, we'll make some tweaks. And then they start working on designing the product. So working on the papers, working on the die cuts like that. And there is definitely a lot of collaboration, at least from my perspective. in the way that I design. I work with, or art direct, I guess you could say, with the designers that are designing products for me. That it's really important to me that it's something that represents what I want and what I would use because I use it, right? All right. But you guys know I'm always, if you have questions, I am always up for answering. So if I know, and I will always also tell you in my opinion, because I think it's really important that I tell you that it's in my opinion, or from my perspective, this is what I see, but it's not necessarily, always. Okay. Melissa said, thank you for being transparent. I am, you guys, if you know me, you know I'm pretty much an open book. So I have been in the industry for a really long time and have learned lots of things. So I'm happy to share with you kind of what I've learned from my perspective. Debbie said, love, love, love the pouches, as you can tell from the 30 to 40 that I have. And I love that you guys, like I said, it's better for Jacqueline. It's better for you to hear it from other people than me, right? Because I can tell you all day long how great they are, but your fellow chatters in the chat are telling you that they're awesome. So I love that. Thank you guys. All right. So next we're going to look at Happy Travels. Happy Travels is available a la carte. Happy Travels is no longer available in a big bundle. And that is because Simple Stories is sold out of one of the products in the collection. And I have looked everywhere and there are no more that I can order from, right? I've even checked a consumer website that sometimes I go to if I need something to put together, more kits or something like that, and then I pay retail for it. They don't have them either. So Happy Travels is their travel collection. So no more big bundles, but I'll show you what's a la carte. Starting out with that 12 by 12 sticker sheet. So nice kind of, I won't necessarily say soft color palette, a little bit more pastel-y-ish, but not really pastel. Very generic travel, right? Works for lots of different travel things, whether it's city or country or, beach, or really it doesn't have a particular travel specific theme to it, or specific type of travel, I should say. So you will see me use this a little tiny bit, but not a lot. And that's because I don't love it, but it's because I have my own postcards and passports collection, which I have been using quite a bit. So I'll use a teeny bit of this. That's the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Then let's move into the 6 by 8 paper pad. All right. Again, 24 sheets, two sheets each. Sounds like I'm 2 sheets to the wind, doesn't it? I'm not. 2 sheets each of 12 different double-sided patterns. Life is an adventure. Let's go explore. I love that kind of little sun ray there. A nice neutral yellow kind of notebook paper. Little hot air balloons with clouds in the background. Yellow geotags with hearts and looks like stars in the little geotag. A nice floral. It's a fun plaid. Oh, I love this one. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Just kind of all of the layered pieces there on that paper. Diagonal stripe. Little stamps. Some arrows. Tags. It's funny. Anyhow. Polka dots, suitcases. That'll give you a really good feel for the color palette there. Tone on tone suitcases. Journal, your little journal elements or cut aparts. Top of a globe. Top of a globe again with the colors, colored rays. Icons. Words, stripe, 3x4 cards, another top of the globe, another sheet of 3x4 cards, and florals. Yes, very good color palette. I agree. Beautiful, beautiful color palette. All right. Next up, we have the bits and pieces. So this one is also going to have 4 die cut packs, starting out with Happy Travels. It's funny, you guys, when it comes to travel, you'll see a lot of the same icons, right? You'll see airplanes and suitcases. What I was looking at was just the the stamps. And the stamps that just was funny because I'm trying to think, my postcards and passports collection released in May, right? Beginning of May. So we started working on that probably in February. I want to say maybe February. And Simple Stories released May and probably started working on theirs about the same time. It's just funny sometimes when you see similar icons and things coming out in a collection. All right, but like I said, basically you can only do so many things with travel, right? All right, this will give you a really good feel. I love that peach in the color palette, and kind of a mix here of some travel specific things and right? Non-travel specific things. Little car, luggage tag, globe. Oh, some little pins. You could pin where you are in the globe. Taxi, mailbox, little stamp, hot air balloon. I love this one. Good things come to those who get away. And you kind of have that well, it's a photo, right? Kind of the photorealistic art there. A map on the wall, another Stanley. Anyhow, that will give you a feel for, trip savings. That's a fun one. That will give you a really good feel for the collection, or for the bits and pieces. There are 56 pieces in there. Don't care, I'm on vacation. Oh, there's another one of those. I love those. Work hard, travel harder. Yes, yes, yes. All right. If you want to see that up closer, you can see that image on my website. So those are the Happy Travels bits and pieces. All right. Next up, we'll just put those there for now. I'm going to run out of trays again. Journal bits. So journal bits are the coordinating die cuts, bits and pieces that have room for a little bit more writing. This is the SKU that is out of stock. This is the one that is gone and we can't get any more. So that's what makes that big bundle. That's what makes the big bundle sold out. Although what I should probably do is just a big bundle without, that's what I'll do. I will do a big bundle without the journal bits. So it'll just not have that one product since we can't get them anymore. So I will work on that. As soon as I know tomorrow, which would be tomorrow, the 26th, as soon as I can talk to my rep at Simple Stories and know that I can get everything else. She had told me today I could get everything else. That I'll add the big bundles back without that SKU. And then Amy, will you just help me remember that I need to we need to change that image to pull that off. Okay, anyhow, journal bits. I love this kind of treatment. This reminds me of artwork that they did with those little guys up there. Oh my gosh, what was the collection at the beginning of the year? Oh, I don't remember. Noted or something like that. Anyhow, I love those little guys. Just lots of labels and, ticket. That's a good one. Packing list. Another ticket, 5 favorite things, tags, traffic bingo, traffic safety bingo. This is really funny. That just reminded me when Nick and I are traveling in our RV, and that's what we did this last weekend. I have a little Harvey notebook that goes with us, and I, write things down, things that I want to remember, or things if we need to, restock certain things before we go on our next trip or whatever it is. But one thing we always do on a longer trip, we play the license plate game. So looking for the license plates and then marking them down just like we did when we were little kids, right? The license plate game. Because back in the day when we'd be on a trip with our parents in the car, you had no Game Boys or Nintendos or DVD players or anything like that, or phones, right? You don't need any of those anymore. You just have a phone to do all that. We didn't have anything like that. So our parents had to make up things for us to do along the way, like the license plate game, right? All right, so these are the sentiment bits. 58 pieces, and these are more like your words and phrases that you could use for titles and things, all right? So 58 pieces. Traveling, it leaves you speechless and turns you into a storyteller. Oh, I love that. So these are kind of fun quotes there. Titles, on our way, good times, take the scenic route, buddies, some more pins and tags. Just a nice assortment there. Wander, together. These are fun, aren't they? Wherever you go, let's go together. This will make a great story someday. It's just a beautiful, just nice, fun, beautiful travel collection. This was great. A lot of these actually. Fun, take the photo. This was great. The view from here, happy, good times. So many of these could be used for other things besides your travel, right? Memories. So those are the sentiment bits. And you can see that picture on the website if you want to see it a little bit. Kind of get a little bit closer look at all of those, since I kind of goes through those pretty quickly. But I find, and I'm just like you guys when it comes to shopping, right? Especially, I mean, it's a little bit easier if you're clothes shopping because generally they have photos of the clothing so you can get a feel for what it looks like. But when it comes to stationery and paper crafting products like this, it's a little bit harder to get a feel for what they really look like in person because you're looking at a JPEG. You're like looking at you're looking at the artwork. You're looking at a mock-up. You're not really seeing the actual product. So I like to do these because I think it helps you to see what things look like. But it also, I will tell you, like I said, short of ordering it, and when I order it, I just pretty much order, I've got kind of a set order with Simple Stories when it comes to a new collection that I know kind of what I order right off the bat. So I'm not looking specifically at all of the pieces and parts in a collection. I'm just saying, oh yeah, the bits and pieces, I know I need those. And I know I always order about this many, and I think this will be a really popular collection, so I might double that or what have you. But this really is the first time that I am seeing up close the collections as well. Alrighty, big bits. So the big bits in Happy Travels, there are 29 pieces here. So again, these are the little bit larger scaled or sized things. That's super cute. That, if you were doing a mini book, you could like put that little bow right there through one of the rings in your mini book. That would be super cute. It just kind of hang in there. Oh, I love that. That's kind of that photorealistic art there, right? Well, it's a photo coming out of the camera. Your stickers, your suitcases. All of these, there's nothing here that we're seeing that would not fit on a traveler's notebook. So just to kind of give you that scale again. Definitely larger than the bits and pieces, but everything that we see in there would totally fit. Florals, little suitcases, binoculars. All right. So that is everything that is everything that is available a la carte in Happy Travels. I do not have a big bundle to show you because I am sold out of the big bundles. So if you'd like to see the big bundle, I think it's still on the website. Is it? Is it still on the website? Amy, will you tell me, is the big bundle still on the website? So you can see all the products in the big bundle on the website. And as I mentioned, I will just double check with Simple Stories. They had everything but the journal bits, so I can do the big bundles again, just without those. So check back for those tomorrow. Mary date, tomorrow would be the 26th of June, 2025. Mary J, will I carry the new 49 Market collections? Yes, ma'am. They are on their way. Happy Haven and Beach something. And you can always, you always can check to see what's coming if you click on the coming soon page on my website. All right, no big bundle on the website. I must have turned it off. So I will, when I'm done, I will turn that big bundle back on just to see, but I won't add the numbers back into the big bundle until I talk to Simple Stories. So I don't want to sell anything that I can't sell because they don't have it. Beach Vibes, thank you. That was the other 49 Market collection, Beach Vibes. So you can pretty much be assured that I always bring in Simple Stories. I always bring in 49 Market. I always bring in Pretty Little Studio. Always, always, always. And then different things here and there. Every once in a while, I'll grab something from Fancy Pants or grab something from Echo Park or grab something from Photo Play. I would used to say American Crafts, but no more American Crafts. So just because they don't exist anymore. All right, so now we're going to take a look at Simple Vintage Woodlands. So Simple Vintage Woodlands is a really fun kind of vintage-y outdoors collection. So let's take a look first at the 12 by 12 sticker. We're looking at a la carte products first for Simple Vintage Woodlands. Really nice outdoorsy color palette, right? You have a little couple forest creatures, including the squirrel. We always love to see him, right? Or her. But nice color palette, some mushrooms, some boots, maps, flora and fauna. Now we'll look at the, I laugh when I say flora and fauna because there is a flora here in the chat. And excuse me, I also have a customer named Fauna. And I asked if they were related, flora and fauna, and no, they're not. I mean, I know they're not, but I was just kind of joking there. All right, let me fix that. It's bugging me. 6 by 8 paper pads. So 24 papers, 2 sheets each of 12 double-sided designs. Hello, Deborah. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. Really vibrant colors. The colors are just popping off the page. Nice kind of ephemera on the back side. Greenery. Nice plaid. Oh, that's fun. Your little kind of Polaroids there. Flora said, haha, I just got called fauna over the weekend. And that's like a bad joke, isn't it? Flora and fauna. Green polka dot, always say yes to new adventures. Nice green plaid. Your little forest creatures there. Some ferns, little fox. Oh, 2 mushrooms, right? You have more, I shouldn't say natural looking mushrooms because these are both mushrooms in real life. These are more probably commonly found, whereas these, I think, just New Zealand, I think. Or predominantly found in, I think, New Zealand. That's what Vicky tells me. Your red polka dot mushrooms, nice red plaid, your tags, nice floral, butterflies, another floral, your cut apart journal elements. It's cute. Another version of your little forest creatures. 3 by 4 cut aparts with another plaid, another sheet of 3 by 4 cut aparts with a nice tone on tone blue floral. And then the patterns repeat again. That's a 6 by 8 paper pad from Vintage Woodlands. So we are looking at all of the a la carte products, but we are not yet looking at the big bundle because the big bundle is sold out. But as soon as I am done, as I said, I have my reorder from Simple Stories coming. They will be added back this evening. So I just didn't anticipate the resume call with my daughter-in-law lasting as long as it did, which was good. I love that she reached out to us and said, hey, can I have you look at my resume and will you help me? Which just love that, right? All right, bits and pieces. So the bits and pieces, we have 52 pieces. That will give you a good feel for the icons in there. The toadstools, of course, the pretty toadstools are poisonous. From New Zealand, bright red and poisonous. They're right. That's of course, right? The really pretty ones are poisonous because that's what we'd all be attracted to. All creatures, great and small, little squirrels. So we have a mixture of different outdoorsy. Oh, that's a beautiful camera, isn't it? With the wildflowers. So some wildflowers, birds and butterflies, some hiking shoes, hiking boots, explore. Oh, a nice slug, a nice escargot there. Well, it's not escargot yet, but it could be. Beautiful floral cluster there. Oh, it's a dragonfly. Anyhow, that'll give you a good feel. A couple of banners there. It's another beautiful floral cluster. Wander, unplugged. Yes. Hopefully when we're in nature, we're unplugging, right? Love that one too. Butterflies, couple moths. There are poisonous mushrooms. Into the woods and a little, oh, it's a larger piece there. All right, so those are the bits and pieces. Next up, we will take a look at the sentiments bits. So I'm just going to talk to these really quickly while I get these back in. Sentiments bits. There are 53 pieces in that pack. So the sentiments bits are going to be more your titles, kind of your words and phrases. Simple Stories alters the different types of die cuts collection by collection. So for example, in the Simple Vintage Woodlands, we don't see a journal bits, but instead of journal bits, we see floral bits. So sometimes you have journal bits, sometimes you have floral bits, sometimes you have sentiments bits. You always have bits and pieces. Always, always, always. All right. Nice to have die cuts. Okay, so our sentiments bits, 53 pieces. Lots of great titles and words and phrases. Wander, explore, discover. You're unbelievable on the maple leaf for our Canadian friends. You're unbelievable. Wander, explore, discover, beauty. Thinking of, I saw a really funny not meme, I guess it was a little video. Oh no, it's a commercial. It is a commercial. I think that they are airing, I want to say in Quebec. That is a gentleman that walks into a hotel in Canada, in Quebec. And the person at the front desk greets him in French. And he says, oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak French, I only speak English. And she says, oh. And she switches to English and said, oh, where are you from? And he kind of looks left and right and he says, I'm American. And he kind of says it under his breath. And she goes, oh. And she stops and she hits a red button under the desk and the desk opens up so she can walk through and you're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And she gives him a big hug and she says, you are welcome here. And I thought that was kind of a neat commercial. Anyhow, oh, that came from this point. You're unbelievable. Go to your happy place. Those are fun, aren't they? Those kind of larger pieces there. Stay wild. Off the beaten path. Beautiful. That's pretty, isn't it? Outdoors view. And then you've mixed in little hearts and stars and kind of fillers there. All right, so now while I'm putting these away, I will put that loveliness right there. Next up, we will take a look at the floral bits. The floral bits. So there are 47 pieces in the Simple Vintage Woodlands floral bits. Gosh, these are gonna be trying to get, actually, I'm not going to shove those back in there. I don't wanna do that. If I do that, I know it's either gonna take me 28 minutes to do, or I will ruin some as I'm trying to get them back in the package. So we'll deal with that later. The floral bits. Oh, Melissa said that would make a good list. Where are your happy places? Actually, Melissa, we have done a happy places list a number of times from different perspectives, your different happy places, and then picking one of your happy places and what you like. What it is about that happy place that makes it your happy place. But yes, absolutely. I think it's a great idea. And I don't say great idea because we've done it, but I mean, yes, absolutely. So floral bits, 47 pieces. You're going to see a mixture of greenery and, well, you're going to see a mixture of flora and fauna. So in case you are not aware, at least from my perspective, what I understand flora and fauna to be: flora, fauna, flora, right? I think flora are more your flowers and the fauna and more things like that, I think. And then you also have some bugs. Flora, fauna, bugs. Now, flora. I'm sure you are well versed in the definitions of flora and fauna. So if I am mistaken there, please correct me. Or anyone else, right? Flora, if you've got a name Flora, you probably know that. Maybe. All right, anyhow. Some nice scale things again, right? There's a serving size of a chicken, of a protein on a Weight Watchers. I always joke about that way back in the day. Some of the things that you learn in your life that really stick with you. Oh, this one. So pretty. So pretty. So let's see. Oh, Melissa, what makes you go wild? Yes, that could go a couple of different ways, couldn't it? What makes you go wild? I love it. Patty, thank you. Patty said, yes, you are all welcome to visit. Patty is, I'm assuming, from Canada because she did a heart and then the Canadian flag. Yes, lovely. Let's see, Melissa, we're talking about how you store these, I think, correct? So I will show you, because what happens when I do all of this with you guys, I give it to Lily and Denise that work for me, and I say, okay, please now take all this stuff that's in the piles, and they put them in these things for me. And this is something that I sell on the website. I think there are 3 or 4 different sizes. So there's a 4x6, a 5x7, and maybe 3 sizes and something else. So then I put them in here. I have them cut up or insert the back of the package so I know exactly what it is. And then all the pieces are in there. I just find that sometimes it's a little bit harder to try to get all these things, like I said, back in. And it just gives you a little bit more room. Sometimes the little bags that manufacturers, you know, put things in, like these little bags, sometimes they tear and, you know, don't last too long. So anyhow, that's what they do for me. And that's what I store mine in. So, right like that. All right. And Amy, will you link those? Those are, I don't remember what they're called. Flora is Latin. Okay, I'm way off. Dawn said fauna is animal life. Yeah, so don't quote me. I'm just over here talking like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, let's correct that. Fauna is animals. Flora is the Roman goddess of flowers and spring. So what we looked at there, that package does indeed have both flora and fauna in it. It's just the flora would be the greens and the flowers. And then the fauna would be all the little animals, right? Thank you, friends. It's a group effort, right? It's a group effort. I should not try to define things like that when I really don't know. I'm guessing. Okay. Last up, we have the big bits. So big bits, again, there are 21 pieces in the simple vintage Woodlands and larger scale, all right? So fewer pieces because they are larger scale. Incidentally, when you are manufacturing die cuts, there is one set size sheet. And so it's basically whatever you can fit in that sheet, whether there are fewer large ones or there are more small ones. That is kind of how that works. If you were ever wondering how you decide how many pieces go in a pack, it's pretty much whatever you can squeeze onto the sheet. All right, so there we go. Some really big ones here. So that's why you have fewer pieces in the big bits. But look at cuter squirrel. Cutest squirrel. All right, and again, just for reference, what did I do with that insert? I don't know. Well, hold on. There we go. So there's not anything on here that would not fit if you wanted to include it in a traveler's notebook. And I show that just because someone asked, but then that's also what you see me use pretty much only what you see me use when I am creating. You see me do it in a traveler's notebook. All right, so that is the Simple Vintage Woodlands. Again, I showed you the a la carte products, and later this evening, as soon as we're done, I will add the big bundle back because those products are on the way from Simple Stories. Big bundle will have the 12x12 collection kit, the foam stickers, the brads, the chipboard stickers, the self-adhesive brads, the enamel dots, and then everything that I showed you as well. All right, so now let's take a look at our last one for the evening. Last one is Sunny Days, the Sunny Days collection from Simple Stories. So we will take a look at all the a la carte products. Again, with this one, the big bundle is sold out, but it is coming back in stock later this evening. So I will show you all the a la carte products, and then we will go from there. Yes, it takes a village. Takes a village, right? Sometimes, all the times. Wanda said she hasn't seen any rub-ons lately. Wanda, Simple Stories has stopped doing, well, for certain, they've stopped doing the sticker books. They stopped doing that. I want to say beginning of this year. They stopped doing washi again at the beginning of this year. And I think they've stopped doing rub-ons as well. And generally what happens when a manufacturer has stopped doing a product, it means that it is not selling as well as they would like it to. So, you know, you only have so many dollars to work with when you are manufacturing product. And so most manufacturers will at some point step back and take a look at their sales and take a look at the products that they maybe have left over after a line has run its course, and then make decisions based on those numbers. So I know for certain that's what they did, because I asked and they told me with the sticker books and the washi. And now, since we haven't seen rub-ons in a while, I'm assuming rub-ons, but you never know, we may see rub-ons pop back in or something. All right, last collection, Sunny Days. This is a beautiful summer collection, as with a lot of the collections that we've looked at this evening. This one definitely has a summer theme, but also has quite a few parts that you could use really for anything. Good times, your butterflies, a number of the word strip stickers, sunglasses, you know, florals, what have you, hearts and things. So a little bit more of this one I'm going to say is this look of a summer collection is a little bit of a departure from Simple Stories. So it is not kind of your picnic, kind of beach, kind of park summer collection that you would normally see. So it's I think it's a very fun. All right. So 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Now let's take a look at the 6x8 paper pad. So 24 sheets, 2 sheets each of 12, 2 sheets each of 12 double-sided patterns. Your fun little icons there. That looks like such a fun, like, bathing suit situation there, right? Love that color with that. Ooh, just fun. Nice polka dot with a little bit of a ledger in the background. Another polka dot. Nice stripe. Love these clouds. This definitely is kind of a look to this collection where you have a number of different icons that look like they're pieced together with different, you know, pieces of pattern paper. Love that look. A nice neutral notebook paper. Fun in the sun with some sun icons in the background. A nice plaid. These are fun ice cream cones, right? But so that will kind of give you a feel. Part of the collection kind of has that design element to it, similar to what we saw a little bit in those clouds. Nice green stripe. This one I've used, so let me look really quickly. I have used, is this it? Yes, let's look. I've used this collection on one list so far. We'll do at least one more with it. Was on a glimmers list. There we go. A glimmers list for April. So that background paper was that floral we just looked at, and that is one of the floral die cuts. So that right there really has nothing to do with summer, right? Just nice, pretty florals. But I love that. I love that floral. There we go. And those two together are really pretty. Pink flowers. Again, the sun looks very, kind of pulls in that same design element. So you have the sun, the clouds, the kite, the sunny kind of double, kind of half and half word there. The umbrella, the ampersand. So I think that's just a fun design element that they've incorporated here. Orange polka dots, your tags, mini tags, green floral. All the swimsuits, they're so cute. So cute. Patchwork images, there we go. Thank you, Louisa. Louisa, nice polka dot there. Your cut apart journal cards. Your little sun. Wishing you sunshine and happiness. Diagonal, stripe. 3x4 cards, and another nice floral. All right, so that is the 6x8 pad. Those repeat again after that first set. I swear, maybe I didn't. I thought In my head, I'd done another list with that. I don't think I have. All right, so next up, let's look at the bits and pieces. So with this one, we have bits and pieces, sentiment bits, journal bits, floral bits, and big bits. Lots of bits. In the bits and pieces, there are 59 pieces, mostly icons, a few words. You'll see that image on the website if you want to take a look at any of these kind of a little bit more up close as I go through them pretty quickly. That's that look, right? Love that look. Some florals there, some words, some keys, nice little hat, shine. Here's that patchwork look again. I'm just going to separate those a little bit. Butterfly, sunny, summer, sunglasses, a little bikini top, butterfly. There's our patchwork. Oh, no, a little bit different. Umbrella. There's our patchwork cloud. I love that. Just really fun style, I think. These are the days, florals. That looks so odd by itself, but there you go. Bikini bottom, little beach bag there, beach ball, kind of that same patchwork. Fun and sun, another patchwork cloud, little transistor radio. Anyhow, oh, I did. All right, that guy. That's the yellow I was thinking of. There we go. I'm like, I swear I've used this before. Again, so this paper from the 6x8 pad, paper from the 6x8 pad, used the in the envelope stamp and die to create that little pocket out of one of the 6x8 papers. And then that little Volkswagen bus, which is so fun, right? So both of those lists that I showed you, I really pulled out the things that really don't have anything to do with summer. So can be very versatile to work for you outside summer, or for things besides summer, if you are looking for a collection that can do multiple things for you. This makes life so much easier when I just pick all these up and put them in here, doesn't it? Then they can get it all. They'll get it all situated for me later. Try to get, oh, look at the cute little snow cone. Try to get that somewhat, at least, put back together. All righty, so those were the bits and pieces. Next up, let's take a look at the journal bits. Journal bits. 38 journal bits. Same style, mixture of patchwork and some of the other design elements in that Sunny Days collection. Deborah said I have this collection. It's up my alley. Haven't played with it yet. Yes, Deborah, I can totally see you doing some beach things with it, right? I think so. Peggy Clee said, love the papers and florals. Yeah, they're beautiful. These are the days, a summer to remember, good vibes, tag, couple of different scallop pieces, little borders there. There's a little ice cream, little labels, some strips here. That's cute, right? Little strips. There's that patchwork ampersand, a little ticket, crossword puzzle, library card, another cloud. Anyhow, some labels and smaller things. Those are the journal bits. Next up, we will take a look at the floral bits. The floral bits I fell in love with on this collection. They're just so pretty. And you know what? Here's the thing. You may find a collection that you're like, yeah, I like it, but I really don't need all those themey things. For me, that's when I go to something like the floral bits, because I use florals. I can always use florals in pretty much anything I do, even if, I'm not looking for anything that's summer themed, but florals I can always use, right? So this is 33 pieces in the floral bits. Look at all those beautiful florals. Some clusters, some singles, just so, so pretty. This was the one, let's see. One of these guys, maybe that one that I used? No. I don't know which one I used now. Anyhow, was one of these big ones, right? And when we talk about things fitting in a traveler's notebook, and I just, like to show you this because I know many of you use a traveler's notebook like I do. Just scale-wise, there's that guy again. So that looks like it's that guy. Fits plenty well. And that one was a little bit bigger than I wanted to kind of fit. So I just had it bleed off the edge and cut off the excess. Mary, no stamps yet. So Mary, and really anyone else, hello, Mary. The stamp and die release, my releases are mid-month. So you will actually see, and they're at right now, hint, hint, they are every other month. Sometime in the future, you might see that change, hint, hint. But for now, cough, cough, 2025, you will see stamp and die release every other month. So we have a new stamp and die release coming July 15th. All right, there's all those beautiful florals, right? Just so pretty. Love all of those. Love, love, love. Let's put those here. Then we have the sentiments bits. Those are going to be our words and phrases. Sometimes a few small icons. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the extra space on the sheet. There are 59 pieces in the sentiments bits. That's what we're looking at. Patchwork. Oh, love the patchwork, right? Look at that. I mean, it's one of those things. I think you either love it or you don't. And the nice thing about it, there is a mixture of different design styles in that. You could do a birthday there. You have easy breezy, beautiful color cover girl. It doesn't say that. It just says easy breezy, but that's immediately what I think of when I see that. Easy breezy color cover girl. Easy breezy. Yeah, something like that. You're flippin' awesome. Sunny days ahead. Summer. Oh, I know. If you'd like to see this collection, and really, this is the case for a lot of the collections that you will see that I bring in. I have either on the website, you'll see examples of what Simple Stories design team members do with it. You'll see sometimes examples of what I do with it. And then sometimes you'll see examples of what the Lail by Mail design team does with it, working in stamps and dies. So Marsha Ferris recently did a kind of what I'm looking forward to the summer list using sunny days. So you will see that list and how she used, it was really beautiful what she did with it, but you will see that on my website under, I think, any of the Sunny Days products. So if you're like, oh, I'd like some ideas on maybe some things I could do with that collection, then you can go see that. Okay, let me just grab one more of these little guys out. Throw these in here. All right, last but not least, we will take a look at the big bits. Now, while I'm putting these away, as a reminder, right now on the website, the big bundle for the Sunny Days is showing as sold out, but it will be back in stock tomorrow. So I can't show you the big bundle, everything in the big bundle, because I don't have any more. But we can talk about what else is in the big bundle besides what I have shown you. So all of the a la carte things I've shown you in the big bundle, including the big bits. So big bits, there are 15 pieces here. Oh, so good. Sometimes you just need something a bit larger, right? Oh, I love that film strip. Look at that film strip. Nice Volkswagen. Let's look at our frame of reference here again. So that little guy could fit. Yeah, really he could. This could be a fun pocket, right? Put adhesive along the sides and the bottom and maybe put a list or photos in that Volkswagen. This, love that film strip. Very fun. So, nice vase of flowers. Beautiful butterfly, a sun, a cassette tape. This would be fun. Your, your summer mixtape, right? Your summer playlist. And this guy. Summer fun, summer lovin'. So this guy's a little bit larger, right? So again, when we have something that's a little bit larger, specifically when a traveler's notebook comes into play, you could still use it and just cut off a little bit of the edges, or you could use something like that in the middle of a page and then just split it right in half. Alrighty, my friends, that is, those are the Sunny Days Big Bits. With the big bundle that you will see come back into stock tomorrow, or later this evening, actually. As soon as we're done, I'll go sit down and do that while I eat my dinner. The big bundle, 15% off, and you are buying everything that you've seen a la carte as well as the 12 by 12 collection kit, the foam stickers, so 6 by 12 foam stickers, 6 by 12 chipboard stickers, the self-adhesive brads, the just thinking in my head, and the enamel dots. I think that's it. Anyhow, all right, friends, I'm going to gingerly step around all those things on my floor. I'm going to take a quick sip of water as I walk back in. We're going to move the overhead lights so I don't look like deer in the headlights. As you get older, really bright studio lights like that shining right on your face are not necessarily a good thing. And I'm going to rotate the camera. All right. So the person who asked about, I can't remember who that was. Mary. Mary, you were asking about new stamps. You can typically always go to my website at lailbymail.com and click on the page, link up at the top that says coming soon. That will tell you what is coming and what you can look forward to. So right now it tells you that that stamp release is happening in mid-July. There'll be one in mid-September. There will be one in mid-November. You'll actually also see one come out a little bit early, end of August, early September. And that will be for my new Dear December collection, because there are stamps with that as well. Anyhow, lots of information there on that coming soon page, and that both will tell you products of mine that are coming soon, other manufacturers' products I have coming in that are coming soon, and then also towards the bottom of the page where I am teaching as a coming soon. Alrighty, my friends, Melissa said I've got to win. Oh, Melissa, that just reminded me. Okay, hold on. Melissa said, I've got to win the Texas lottery. I want it all. So I live in Utah. No lottery. There will probably never be a lottery here in Utah. But when we go out of town, it's always fun to play, especially when we go out of town. You're just like, okay, $20, whatever. Hello, Reg. Hello. Did you want to say hello? He knows I'm done, so he's right in view again. He just got out of his little bucket. Oh, yes. So we bought lottery tickets. We brought Powerball tickets when we were leaving Colorado on Sunday, and the drawing is tonight. So, you know what? Here's the deal. If you don't see me here after tonight, if you never see me again, that might be a clue that we won the lottery, but just, you never know. We're all going to cross our fingers that we all win the lottery, right? Because Melissa, I'm there right there with you. It's, it's hard because there's always so many fun new things coming out. You got to decide what you want to play with and what will fit into your budget and what will make you happy, right? What will make you the most happy? Because I don't know about you, because all of this would make me happy, but what would make me the most happy? Where would I get the most bang for my buck that I might be able to use for lots of different things, right? He's smart kitty. Yeah, he's a good kitty. Now he's in the way of my screen. I really can't see. Yes, Amy said we have so much fun in store for you. You can't wait till you see all the fun stuff. Yeah, some really, really cool things coming, you guys, that are, lots of great things from other manufacturers, but lots of fun things that are Lail by Mail products coming. So can't wait to share. Cannot wait to share. Starting in mid-July with new stamps and dye. Zen Girl said, Denver in the house, good luck. Yes, Mary, there are stamps. There are six new stamps and one die. Oh, not that. That's not mine. Really quick. I'm not really going to show them to you. One is not here. So it's just a peek, really quick, just a peek. Yeah. I have my samples. They're in production now, but I have production samples and design team samples. So they're in the house, but mid-July. I know you couldn't see. Funny how I did that, huh? Right? I will tell you, one of, I think, my favorite stamps that I have designed to date is coming in the July release, and it's called Destination Unknown. And some of you will see it and be like, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, right? I can't wait to share. I mean, I always can't wait to share them with you, but that one I'm particularly excited about because it's good. It's really good. Let's see. Oh, Janine. So Janine said, what? You would need to do a list. If I win the lottery, I would. Janine, we did one of those during the pandemic because, I mean, right? We're like, let's just dream big, right? We're dreaming about all kinds of things like leaving the house and the pandemic. So let's dream about what we would do if we won a lottery. So yes, that was a fun list to do because it's really fun to get different people's perspectives. And a lot of time when we're doing our creative listing, you're getting my perspective, but then people are giving their perspective in the chat, which I think is just, for me, that's the fun part because I get to read what you guys, would have on your list. So very fun. Can I show just one? Oh, Mary, you came for the stamps. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. Let's see. Should we make Mary happy? Okay, how about this one? Deborah, are you still here, Deborah? If Deborah's here, I know this will make Deborah happy. I will tell you, I won't show it to you, but I will tell you there's a Glimmers 2. There's a Glimmers 2. And if you liked the look and design style of the Documenting the Details stamp, you will really like Glimmers 2. Deborah, if you're here, I know this will make Deborah happy. This one is called Poe Numbers. So this, you can't, not yet, not available yet, July 15th, but this is one of the new stamp sets, Poe Numbers. What's really cool about this, there's some fun things with this one, guys, and I will show you what they are. So currently there is a Poe Alpha that is 2 different sizes, right? Small and medium. Currently there is a Poe Large lowercase, right? None of those have numbers with them. And so I had talked a couple times in the past when people have asked what was happening with numbers. Oh, hello, Reg. Did you want to see those? Did you want to see those? He's pawing at me. So this guy is Poe Numbers. So Poe Numbers, you'll notice small, medium, small, medium, and large. But my favorite thing about this, look at this. There's 2 2s. There's 2 2s. There's 2 2s, right? Because now we know we can stamp 2025 with only 1 2. We just have to stamp and then move it and then do it again. But guess what? All on the same sheet. But so now you can stamp your 2000s, right? Your 2020 century, your 2020 decade, I guess, not century. Yes, hello, buddy. With 2 2s. So, and those are all sized according to those guys. So if you use your Poe Alphas, now Poe Numbers, all in one 4x6 set, or that's just a great number set, even if you don't use Poe Alpha. Oh gosh, Reggie, okay. He's wanting attention now. So there we go, my friends. There we go. That is Mary. So there you go, Mary. Apologies that you came to see that and you didn't see any, but you guys got a couple good sneak peeks tonight. That's one of the 6 new stamp sets that will be releasing mid-July. So stay tuned and just make sure you get my emails because that's how you know when they come out. And I'm glad you like the 2 2s. I am really glad you like the 2 2s, right? So as much as we can. We even do this in some of the Alpha stamp sets where we can, like Poe Alpha large lowercase. There are multiple S's. You can't see that one's in there. Reggie, don't do that. He's biting me. He wants attention. Multiple S's, multiple A's. So if it makes sense and we have room on a stamp sheet where we can include multiples of either the numbers that you use often or the letters that you use often, it just makes life a little bit easier. I will also point out, because someone will email me, I know, and you'll say, Lil, you forgot the 9s. And I say, no, we didn't. That's the 9. It's the 9 and it's the 6. It's the exact same number upside down. So by doing something like that, that is part of the way that we can give you multiples of, right? We put another 2 instead of giving you a 9 when the 6 is the 9 upside down, the 9 is the 6 upside down, and vice versa. All right? Okay. Yes, Reggie says, I've been painting enough, Mama. I'm done. All right, my friends. So there you have it. That is what I wanted to share with you that's new this week. Next week is, next week is Wednesday the 2nd of July. We will not be doing on What's New Wednesday because I will be out of town. I had to play a little bit with the listing schedule. If you normally list with us on Saturdays, I had to play a little bit with the listing schedule for July. I always say things are tentative, right? So an email that went out yesterday has the new listing schedule, the email that goes out tomorrow. I will make a pointed effort at the top of that email to direct you to the revised or updated listing schedule at the bottom. That updated listing schedule is also on the Lail by Mail Facebook page as of yesterday and the Lail by Mail Facebook group. So just when we talk about when we'll be seeing each other again. Know what's new Wednesday next week, the August 2nd. And then check that schedule or watch for the email tomorrow with the listing schedule revised for July. All right, my friends, Destination Unknown makes me think of the 80s song. Yes, it does, right? And it will totally make sense when you see the stamp set. All right, my friends, good night. Thanks for joining me tonight. Whether you tuned in live or whether you watched the replay, always so fun to have you. Reminder, thumbs up if you would. That would be super helpful. And everything I've showed you tonight, you will find on the website at lailbymail.com. And give me a few minutes and those big bundles will be back up and in stock again. All right, thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, now I've got to walk all the way around. And now the cat is following me all the way around the room. Okay, you going out. You going out. Even though Nick's in the other room, he just wants me. All right. Good night, my friends. Bye.